Today we're going to talk about the long haul.
You see, I'm in this for the long haul.
We're going to talk about how we travel long distances, how long is too long to travel in one day.
We're the Farnsworths: John, Kristen, Aaron, Ethan, Chloe, and Cinder.
We made it to Arizona, and I had a whole piece that I had filmed for this episode, and it turns out that all you could see was this down. So here I am editing late at night and thinking about the road trip that we took, leaving the East Coast and heading back to Kansas City, where we got to visit our families. From York, Pennsylvania here to Phoenix, Arizona was 2,300 miles. 1,200 of those miles were done in 3.5 days.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go!
Going up some of the hills through the Appalachian Mountains, we probably dropped down to 30 miles an hour, so our time was severely cut. Well, life is all about taking chances, right? Tonight we took a chance and we pushed through a really long drive from like a 12-hour day, so that we could get to St. Albans, which is where we stayed on the way to Maryland. And we took a gamble that one of their 3 free campsites would be available. And alas, it is not. So we're going to continue on for 20 more minutes and park at a Walmart, and then we'll be on our way. But the kids are not so happy right now. And all of our electronics need some serious charging. A couple of tips I would give you if you are making a long haul trip with kids is to make sure that you stop often. If somebody needs to use the restroom or get a snack, just stop. In the long run, it would be much better for you to just stop. Thankfully, with an RV, you can stop wherever you want. You can just pull off the road and you can take a break. You can have lunch or get snacks or go to the restroom, and you don't have to be at a rest area. I used that time to absorb a whole bunch of information about some things that I've been researching recently, and it was so fantastic. I got to kind of crawl inside my head a little bit and really just enjoy the time on the road. And we totally travel without any devices.
Oh no, no devices on this trip.
What do you mean?
This is an unplugged road trip.
Without devices, there's absolutely nothing to do.
Look at the scenery. Read a book.
Read a book?
No, our kids have lots of devices. Another tip I would say is to not boondock every single night. We stayed in some Walmart parking lots. We stayed in a Cracker Barrel parking lot, which is all fine and dandy. But we found that unless you're really prepared to dry camp multiple nights in a row, it's really good to have at least one stop planned that you are going to stay at overnight, like an RV park. And what we decided to do was stay at a place that we could get up the next day and actually enjoy, go out and explore the area a little bit before hitting the road again. So we chose to stay at Mammoth Cave.
Repeat after me. I promise.
I promise.
To preserve and protect.
To preserve and protect.
Mammoth Cave.
And Mammoth Cave
National Park.
National Park.
For the enjoyment.
For the enjoyment.
Of present.
Of present.
And future.
And future.
Generations.
Generations.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You are June Rangers.
Ready? You repeat after me. Okay, you say I.
As a Junior Ranger, promise to protect Mammoth Cave for future generations.
Congratulations! Yes! Good job!
We are outside of Mammoth Cave. Right now, we're going to take one of the tours. This is the world's largest cave. The kids are having a great time. They've already completed their junior ranger stuff.
We're gonna go to a big cave.
Yeah, we already gave them our tickets.
How far is too far to travel in one day? We averaged about 300 miles a day. Google said that it would take us about 5 hours. But with the rate that we were traveling, if we were in the Appalachian Mountains at that time, we would have doubled the time. I think if we were just to meander, we would probably not push to do 300 miles in one day. Maybe half of that, and that would probably be a decent pace. If you're gonna stop at an RV park, make sure you get there in the daylight. It makes it a lot easier. But if you know you're gonna boondock, then you can drive until you don't feel like driving anymore, and then just pull into a parking lot. We do always call or go in and ask the manager before we get there to make sure that it is okay to park there overnight. Sometimes we had them do school in the car, although school is difficult to do sometimes because I can't help them at all while driving. So a lot of times we saved the school until we were either stopped or we kind of just didn't do school, and then we caught back up once we got to Kansas City. Well, there's a first for everything. Tonight we are driving along and I had low fuel, and we are kind of in the middle of nowhere in Backroads, Kentucky. And the gas station is, I kid you not, like 500 feet from us. And my car completely ran out of gas. But hubby to the rescue!
You know, I was worried that it would be me that would run out of gas, not the van. I was worried about the truck. But that's why I have this little gas tank, little 5 gallons, just in case.
Besides having extra gas, you might want to make sure if you're traveling with 2 vehicles that you also have walkie-talkies. We don't have any service here, and the only way we can communicate is via walkie-talkie. Copy that, we're good to go. Yeah, pretty sure we were like 500 feet away.
If that.
If that, from the gas station. After all that adventure, it's time to park and make some dinner.
While we made it a whole day and a half early to Kansas City, our time still flew by super fast. We got to spend time with our families, doing pumpkin carvings at both houses, and Chloe even got to join a dance class with her cousin Rosie.
We are out running errands.
It's Halloween, so we can't do anything easy, which means that tomorrow we leave to start heading towards Colorado. And we have like, gosh, how many errands to run today?
I don't know, more than 4 hours worth. And
It's gonna be crazy.
now we only have 3 hours. Okay, car wash, check.
Done. Goodwill's, done.
Check.
Coffee. Hold up your coffee mug, baby. Show us how big girl you are. Yay.
Check.
Check.
I love those little hot chocolates. We're on to the vet. We have to
Gotta get Cinder some just general heartworm medicine stuff that they all take. Especially if your dog's on the road. If dogs on the road, they're at higher risk of developing heartworms, says the vet, because they're on the road with other dogs in dog parks and stuff that's not the cleanest. So, heartworm medication for the wing.